Welcome to Sinabela online lesson. Today we're going to focus on writing speeches. So what do you need to include when you're looking at writing a speech? So what is a speech in the first place? So a speech is when you are performing a piece of opinionated writing to an audience, a specific audience. So in order for me to write a specific task or demonstrate a specific speech, I first need to know what my speech is about. I first need to know what a speech is. So the first thing I've said to you is, what is a speech? I'll give you 1 minute to write down in your own words. I've stated what is a speech, but I want you to write that in your own words. What is a speech? What does it mean to you? Okay, perfect. So I've said a speech is when you demonstrate something to an audience, and you demonstrate something to an audience and they are able then to take in what you stated, and it's basically based around a specific thing. So i.e. is based around passion, is based around a good message, and is also based around solution. And also not just based around passion, message and a solution. You're also adding language devices in that also. So what does a speech entail? If we look at the Martin Luther King speech, I Had a Dream, what does it entail, first of all? I stated that it has a message. What was the message within that speech? It was that that Martin Luther King had a dream. In fact, he had a dream. They wanted to make the dream become a reality, and that reality can only manifest if he was able to convey his dream or articulate his dream and articulate his ideas to the best of his ability. Having said this, they were able to also incorporate language devices in the I Had a Dream speech. A typical one, an obvious one, is, of course, repetition of I had a dream. And that is outlined through I have a dream, I have a dream, I still have a dream, I have a dream, I have a dream, I still had a dream. The effect of that repetition is, of course, that the message is echoed further, that they have a dream. The message is echoed further, that they have a dream. The message is echoed further. You see what I just did there? That they have a dream. Okay, awesome. And then when we move on and we look at what else is incorporated? Passion. A passionate man or a passionate woman who is able to convey that through a speech is somebody who is able to convince an audience to listen to what they're saying, and convince the ears to be engaged, and engaging the reader to a high level, to a high degree. And this will allow them to listen to the speech, take in the speech, and go with the message. That passion is absolutely essential. Passion in any single way, shape or form, especially via speech, is completely needed. Okay, awesome. What else do you need to incorporate? In, of course, a beginning, a middle, an end, a conclusion. When you're able to do a beginning, middle, and end, and a conclusion, what's able to happen is that beginning, the middle, the end, and the conclusion is there personally, so that people can come to a conclusion. So your summary is reiterated, or your message is reiterated within the conclusion. Hence the reason why when Martin Luther King was speaking about his, he went on consistently, and then he went on consistently to say, I had a dream, I have a dream, and at the ending he's still saying, I still have a dream, let the promised land live on, and so forth and so forth. So the dream is out there, and is apparent, and is consistent all the way through, and then is demonstrated again in the conclusion. Awesome. Okay, now perfect. So what else do I need to incorporate in a speech? Emotive language. Emotive language. Emotive language needs to be outlined within a speech, because you want the reader to feel a specific sort of emotion. They must feel a specific sort of emotion. If that emotion is not conveyed, then what happens is that if that emotion is not conveyed, then the audience are not moved, they're not engaged, they're not propelled, they're not pushed forward, they're none of these things, and you're not able to get your message across effectively. Figurative language, which is language devices, that could also be language devices, that could also just be rhetorical questions, like I said, alliteration, all of those sort of things, using language strategically and for the purpose of to persuade and develop that speech. So awesome. I want you to do brainstorm now, all the things that I've stated and why you need to incorporate that. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Fantastic. So your work, your assignment will actually be online for you. You will actually be able to see the assignment and develop that your own speech. So if you get that online, you'll